What's up, everybody? I am Jazzy Denise and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you all how I did these quick feed-in braids. They were very simple to do. For the sake of time and my battery life on my camera, I decided to go ahead and do all of my little braids and half of my head, just to leave the other half bare to show you guys how to do it for the video. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump right into it and get started. Alright, so I'm going to make sure to comb out the section to make sure there's no knots and tangles, and then I'm going to take this beeswax and I'm going to put it on the back 3/4 of the hair on both sides. And then I'm going to take my comb and just comb that into the hair. It kind of creates a mold on the edges of the section of the braid and puts the braid in the middle. I like to take edge control and use that on the front 1/4 section of the hair, just because I think that it creates a cleaner and sleeker look right at the edge. And I go ahead and do the same thing by combing that into the section and kind of mounting out how I want my edges to lay. So here I'm going to take the tip of my rat tail comb and I'm just going to section off the very edges, because this will be the starting point for my plait. I'm going to just plait this section and start doing a regular cornrow. So for now, I'm going to just go ahead and let you guys watch it, simply because I'm going to do this 3 times for you guys. I'm going to do one just straightforward, one in detail, and the last one I'm going to turn around and let you guys see a back view for hopefully a better in-depth view of how to do the braid. Okay, so here I'm going to do the same thing with the next section by making sure it's completely detangled. And make sure that your little braid that you do for this section, if you decide to do little braids, is properly positioned. So when you get to that point where you need to include it, you can. And then I'm going to do the same thing, beeswax and edge control for the edges, and mount out that front edge to go ahead and start the cornrow. Okay, so here comes the fun part. So I'm going to start off by just making a regular plait right in the front and grabbing hair to do a regular French braid, cornrow, whatever you decide to call it. And once I've stitched that braid about 3 or 4 times, I'm going to grab my first piece of hair. For the first section, I use 7 pieces of hair. I use 9 for the section that I'm doing now and 11 for the middle section. So jumping right into it, what you want to do is you want to take that piece and hook it around your pinky and then hook it around your index finger. The piece that is hooked into your pinky, you want to let that go free and you want to go ahead and do 2 stitches. I do 2 stitches because you want to end up back with your dominant hand in place. So you can take that loose end as I just did and hook it around. Sometimes I do 2 stitches in between each piece of hair. Sometimes I do them back to back. That is completely up to you on how thick you would want your braid to be. Okay, so one more time, I'm going to take that piece of hair, hook it around my pinky and my index finger. Make sure all of your sections are separated so you can take that piece that's around your pinky, let it go free in front of your face. 2 stitches, 1 stitch, 2 stitch, and now I'm back with my dominant hand in place. Take that free end, hook it around to your index finger, and at this point, all of your sections should have a piece of weave in them. You want to make sure once you get down to the bottom that all of your sections have weave in them. If they don't, it won't be a clean look. And as you can see here, I'm just taking that little piece of the little braid and joining that right into the big braid. So when you get to the end, you want to make sure to braid all the way to the tip. Even when you feel like you don't have enough hair, keep on braiding. You don't want it to come down. You can also dip it in hot water once you're finished to make it last even longer. Okay, so here is a back view of how I'm doing the braids. It is the same process every time. I apologize about my parting. I thought it looked better than this, but hey, we just gonna roll with it. So I'm gonna take my piece of weave and, as always, hook it through my pinky and my index finger. Take that side that needs to be free and place it up front out of the way. Separate each section, make sure it's all good and clean. And then I do 1 stitch, 2 stitch. Dominant hand is back in place. Take that free piece and hook it on around. It's that simple every time. And like I said, sometimes you can go back to back with the pieces of weave. So I like to do 2 stitches in between and then add another piece. I just like the way it looks with that type of braiding. So that's the process. Simple, right? Now I'm going to do is just take some scissors and clean up any loose hairs that I might see sticking out. And then I'm going to lay and slay these edges. I don't have baby hair. It is so hard for me to make baby hair, but I do have sideburns. So here you can see me trying to do some swirlies, cute squiggly things. It just was not working out for me. So I quickly turned back to my little swoop back towards the ear, as I always do. this side turned out better than the other side. But nah, I still wasn't feeling it. That is it, guys. This is the completed look. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial on how I did my feet in braids. All I'm gonna do now is put my scarf on, lay down these braids really nice so they look good when I'm ready to go out. And yeah, please don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. And until the next video, I hope you all be you, be beautiful. I'll see you all later.